everybody. Yep, it's a 2-video day. I just got a, this is gonna be a rambling vid, so if you're in a rambling mood, stick around. I just got a really nice email by an older gentleman by the name of Jim Fields, I believe. Let me check this, make sure I got it right. Jim Fields. Okay, he's one of the older generation guys in gaming. And you guys remember my motto, you know, give respect where respect is due. That puts him way back at the forefront. You know, back when Gary Gygax was young. Imagine that. So that's really cool. A lot of people, I've gone to a number of cons, and there's a lot. If you're walking around and you see an older gentleman, stop and talk to him, because these guys will freak you out. They really will. A lot of them were around when this stuff was brand spanking new, and I mean, they knew the people that invented the stuff that are household names now. You know, like Dungeons and Dragons, which has evolved into virtually everything. You know, they'll really blow you away with some of the history that they know and that they've made, you know, in a lot of instances. So, you know, once again, give credit where credit's due. Take a minute and stop and talk to these people, because you'll be amazed at what you hear. And so I just wanted to, you know, give a shout out with respect for the older crowd, of which I really didn't even know I had an older crowd. I thought you were all 13. But yeah, it's cool. You'll make their day, and trust me, they will make your day. They really will. So another thing, I'm just dry brushing my 2 or 3 pieces a week I sell on eBay now. Pieces of terrain. But anyhow, I think I told you guys that I had lost track of Dale at Bootleg Painting, and recently caught up with him, and we've been sharing emails, and it's been fantastic. He's such a genuine guy. Just really cool. I had no idea that he had such a role-playing background, which is slick, because that's where I came from, and so, you know, we got that common ground thing going on. And he's got a podcast thing going on. I had no idea what a podcast was, and for those of you who don't, it's pretty slick. It's for all you iPodders out there, of which I wish I was, but am not, because I'm too stupid to figure out 4 buttons. But so is my wife, so I don't feel so bad. Anyhow, for the rest of you who are actually not still in the Stone Age like I am, you can, I guess you can download these to like your iPod. And like I said, Dale has been just huge here. He's been around forever, and pretty interesting guy. Very interesting guy, actually. So I want you guys to go check out Bootleg Painting, and they've got like a show. This podcast thing is like literally like a show. Here's next thing I'm working on. I'll give you a little how-to on how to do smooth surfaces when I get to there. And they review like all the games that are out there. now. A lot of games that started out as like tabletop Battlefield have evolved into role-playing games, such as Warhammer Fantasy, which is pretty slick because they do have a lot of neat ideas. And any dungeon master should be able to run with that inspiration. I've been DMing for longer than I care to admit, but I'm an old 2nd edition D&D'er. You know, can find everything in the old player's handbook, can't find anything in the new one. And I'm just talking about the new reprint of 2nd edition, which is probably ancient. So that kind of pisses me off. Because it's like, oh, where's like the weapon stats? You know, you always go to like, it's like page 32 or 33. Now I go to page 32 and 33 and it's something else. It's like, ah! No swearing, no swearing. Anyhow, so yeah, they're doing reviews of games, and it's pretty slick. It's actually very slick. If you're thinking about getting a game, check it out, because they don't pull any punches. They say whether they like it or they don't, and why. And you'll find out real quick if that, you know, fits into, you know, what you're looking for in a game. So, I've been checking them out, and I've been just laughing my butt off. They are so incredibly funny. And he's going to be doing a how-to, like for terrain and stuff. Bootleg is, so if he wants other people to give input, you know, as how-tos, I'll be happy to do that. And I'm going to do one right now. This is a very difficult model to paint. And the reason it's so difficult is because you've got very minor detail lifts on it. I mean, the teeth are like practically not even there. And it's very, very smooth. So when you're working on these things, you're actually going to use your brush to help create texture. Now, to do that, you're going to have to run it kind of extra... God, how do I say this? It's not really extra dry, and it's not really extra wet. It's slightly gummy, because what you want to do is you want to have these brush hairs kind of mingle on the surface, and then kind of you know, work in texture that's not there, and then build up on your raised points. So here's where it's at right now. The lighting's horrible. And I'm going to give it a first layer with this. Okay? Now, it's even more important that you follow the rules of dry brushing when there is minimal texture. And that means you got to use extra light strokes even on your base coats, which this is a base coat. And when you're working a smooth area, you want to work at least 2 of your angles, meaning your side to side and your up and down, because you're going to need those to build up your base color. Okay, now if you can see it, it's a little bit lighter. This is side to side. Now I'm going to go up and down. So I'm going to wet that brush, kind of get rid of it a little bit. And you want to go with your raised areas first, which is like the eyebrows and cheekbones of this piece. And then real gently work on the teeth. There's areas that there's not enough room to get a vertical down on it. So I'm just giving a little bit of extra pigment onto the chin and the top of the head, because these areas catch the most light. So that's a first coat layer. I don't think you guys really need to understand how a second coat works, but you've got to be extra careful to cover more area when it's super smooth like this. because if you don't, you're going to get way too much contrast when you go to your highlight color, and you don't want to do that. That's going to really blow the effect you're trying to create there. So I wanted to just point those things out, shake hands with an older gamer, talk to him. Check out Dale at Bootleg Painting, and check out his podcasts. They're hilarious. So, and don't forget to comment. Don't forget to comment. I'm really bad about it myself. I'm trying to get better, but I mean, these guys go through so much to put up videos for us. You know, the least we could do is say, hey man, we appreciate you. So, anyhow, take care everybody.